Hello, math learners. Welcome back to Unit 7. We are up to Lesson 7.3. And today's lesson is all about ordering numbers and comparing rational numbers. Now, if you've forgotten what a rational number is, then you need to go back to Lesson 7.2 because it's going to tell you what a rational number is. We've also learned about what opposites are. And we've also been learning about positive and negative numbers. Today, we are going to learn how to order these numbers. And to do that, we're going to have to compare rational numbers. So let's get started. So here are your objectives for today. You are going to need to use a number line in order to get a little bit of understanding about negative numbers and rational numbers. You're going to compare them using appropriate language. We're going to learn some new terms today. And you're going to use some symbols to compare quantities. Now, some of the symbols you use today, like greater than and less than, you've used before in grade 5 and also in grade 4. But today we're going to start adding in some negative numbers with those. All right, so you are going to need to draw back on some of your knowledge from grade 5. Let's get going. So 2 scuba divers start their dive from the beach at sea level. Remember, that's going to be 0 meters. One diver descended down 35 meters, and the other went 40 meters. Describe each diver's location in relation to sea level, and who's further away from the surface. Okay, so in relation to sea level, we know that sea level is going to be given as 0. So I'm going to draw a very quick number line. Sea level we're going to have as 0. Now, notice where I'm putting my 0. I'm putting it right at the top there, because scuba divers are descending, which means they're going down. One diver is 35 meters below 0. So he's going to be at minus or negative 35, I should say. And the other is at negative 40. Now, how did I know where to put each of these? What I could have done is I could have put 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way down. Although I look and I notice that 35 meters is not as deep as 40 meters. So I put 35 meters a little bit closer to 0. So describe each diver's location. Well, diver 1 is at 35 meters below sea level. Or you might say that he is negative 35 meters. And diver number 2 here, diver 2 is at 40 meters below sea level. Or he's at negative 40 meters. Who's further away from the surface? Well, diver number 2 here dove 40 meters below the surface. So he's further away. And he's actually 5 meters further away. How did you go? Our next problem asks us to think about negative numbers with temperature. So Noah and Eleanor are traveling around Europe by train. Lucky them. When they leave Zurich, the temperature is negative 12 degrees Celsius. They arrive in Milan, and the temperature is negative 4 degrees Celsius. Noah says, it was warmer in Zurich than Milan because 12 is a greater number than 4. Do you agree with him? Pause the video and let me know. Is Noah right? Well, in order to understand why Noah might think this, we need to add the temperatures to our number line here. I'm using another vertical number line because it reminds me of a thermometer. And let's put on when they left Zurich. The temperature is negative 12. I'm actually going to use each line as a 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right down here is negative 12 degrees Celsius. Notice I went down the number line 12 units. They arrive in Milan and the temperature is 4 degrees. So let's go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And right here is Milan at negative 4 degrees Celsius. Now, Noah says that it is warmer in Zurich because 12 is a greater number than 4. Is he correct? Well, no, Noah is not correct. Negative 12 is actually colder than negative 4. And the reason for that is that negative 12 is further away from 0. right? We're actually at negative 12 degrees, whereas negative 4 is closer to 0. So Noah is not correct because negative 12 degrees Celsius is colder than negative 4 degrees Celsius. It's actually colder by 8 degrees. There's an 8-degree difference. So we could say that when they went from Zurich here, their temperature increased 8 degrees. It actually got 8 degrees warmer. So negative 12 in Zurich is colder than negative 4 degrees in Milan because it is further away from 0.